Welcome back to Breakup Cheater. Tonight's story isn't about ghosts or shadows in the dark. It's about something far more haunting. Imagine giving up a love that was steady, true, and built to last, only to realize years later that the person you betrayed has built a new life with your best friend. This isn't just heartbreak, it's betrayal layered on betrayal. Stay with me, because what unfolds here is a reminder that sometimes, the scariest ghost is regret itself. My name is Clara Matthews, and there was a time when I was married to a man most women would have considered a rare blessing. His name was Ethan Ward, and he loved me with a quiet but unwavering devotion. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't the type to sweep me away with grand gestures, but he gave me something even greater: stability, loyalty, and a love that never faltered. And I ruined it. I betrayed him, and now, years later, I'm living through a consequence I never imagined possible. The end of my marriage. Ethan and I finalized our divorce in early 2019. To the outside world, it probably looked civil, even graceful. But beneath that calm was the truth. He had discovered that I was cheating. My affair wasn't with someone remarkable, or even someone of similar ambition to Ethan. It was with Liam Carter, a waiter at a restaurant I frequented with friends. When Ethan confronted me, he didn't scream, didn't throw things, didn't beg. He simply asked for the truth. And I gave it to him. I told him I had fallen out of love. That I wanted something different. That ending our marriage was the right decision. To his credit, Ethan handled it with dignity. No shouting matches. No drawn-out court battles. We divided our lives and parted ways without cruelty. He moved about 2 hours away, settling into a quieter city where he accepted a teaching position while pursuing his PhD. I stayed behind with Liam, who later became my second husband. Life after Ethan. Ethan and I agreed to remain civil. I still sent him messages on his birthday, Christmas greetings, even a gift when he finally earned his doctorate. But he never once replied. Not even with a short thank you. That puzzled me because Ethan was the kind of man who wrote handwritten notes for the smallest gestures. I saw him send cards to my parents, to his colleagues, to mutual friends. But not to me. I told myself he just needed space. That maybe I had hurt him more deeply than I realized. Meanwhile, life with Liam was messy and loud. He had 3 children from a previous relationship, and when I became pregnant, we suddenly had a blended household of 6. Between diapers, school drop-offs, custody schedules, and work, I was constantly exhausted. My best friend, Rachel. Through all of this, I still kept in touch with my closest friend from college, Rachel Hughes. She was ambitious, sharp, and deeply committed to her career as a lawyer and part-time lecturer at the university in Ethan's city. Our friendship had always been one that could survive long silences. Months could pass without a word, and when we reconnected, it felt as if no time had passed. So when she became quieter after 2021, I didn't worry too much. She'd gone silent during relationships before, resurfacing after things either settled or ended. The last message I got from her was short. She said she was buried in work. I assumed she was seeing someone new. The shocking discovery. Last summer, Liam and I visited the city where both Ethan and Rachel lived. I tried calling her, hoping we could meet for lunch, but she didn't answer. I brushed it off. Maybe she was busy, maybe distracted. A few months later, I returned for a Halloween party hosted by an old classmate. I went alone this time, hoping to relax. And there she was, Rachel, dressed as Cleopatra, glass of wine in hand. When she saw me, her expression froze. She gave me a quick hug, but it was stiff, half-hearted. "I tried calling you this summer," I said, forcing cheer into my voice. She hesitated, then replied, "Yeah, I was on my honeymoon then." Blinked. "Honeymoon? Wait, you got married?" Rachel nodded, her face unreadable. "To who? You didn't even tell me you were dating anyone." Her eyes flickered, and then she said it quietly, almost like she wanted to get it over with. "To Ethan." The name slammed into me like a physical blow. My ears rang, my stomach twisted, and for a moment I couldn't breathe. "What?" I whispered. Rachel's tone turned sharp. You don't get to be angry, Clara. You broke his heart. We didn't even speak until 2 years after your divorce. You chose a fling over a man who gave you everything. Her words cut through me like glass. The collapse of my new life. That night I drank too much, trying to numb the pain. I couldn't stop replaying her words. Rachel, my best friend, was now living the life I abandoned. She had married Ethan. She was the one receiving the flowers, the handwritten notes, the warm embrace at the end of a long day. When I got back home, something in me shifted. I couldn't look at Liam the same way. My distance grew obvious, and soon the kids noticed. Finally, Liam snapped. He accused me of hiding something, of cheating again. I broke down and told him everything. About Rachel, about Ethan, about how much it hurt. He stared at me with disgust. You're acting like you've been betrayed. But the truth is, you betrayed him first. I've known about them for months. It's all over social media. You just didn't want to see it. That crushed me even more. I lashed out at him, screamed, said things I regretted instantly. He accused me of emotional cheating, of still being in love with Ethan. And deep down I knew he wasn't wrong. The truth I can't escape. At night, I lie awake haunted by memories of Ethan. The way he laughed, the way he held me, the quiet steadiness he brought into my life. I thought I wanted passion, spontaneity, excitement. Instead, I chose something fleeting, something shallow. Rachel now has what I threw away. And I'm left with the gnawing realization that some doors, once closed, never open again. That maybe this is karma. Not fiery punishment but silence. Being erased from the lives of those you can't stop remembering. I wanted closure, but instead I've been handed a truth I can't escape. I gave up the best thing I ever had, and someone else stepped into the life I abandoned. In the end, Clara learned a truth most of us spend our whole lives running from, that the choices we make can follow us forever. Not with fire, not with fury, but with silence. And with the knowledge that once love slips through your fingers, it may never return. Some losses are permanent. And some doors, once closed, remain locked forever. If you've ever felt the chill of regret, you know exactly what I mean. This has been Breakup Cheater. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your heart guarded.